Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. Okay. Wait a minute. Um, okay. Thank you for the likes. It's fine for. Okay, we didn't finish the subject of yesterday. Hello. Hi Kate. Kate, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We are a beautiful, amazing Wednesday. A country for edit. What do you mean, Vaviv? Welcome in, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. I am so happy. I'm so excited. I am super happy. So, we're ready for the debate today, guys. You French? I do speak French. Je parle le français. I'm fine, lol. It's already Thursday here. Yo, times fly. Already? My purpose is to at least get monetized before my birthday. We need to make it happen together. Hi, Iana. High five. Boom. You must choose a country. Why should I? I'm Canadian. What am I supposed to choose on? I really want to get monetized before my birthday. That is the purpose. Let's stream my videos. Let's have fun. Let's push reviews. Let's keep it entertaining. Do you guys think that it's fair for rich people not to pay taxes? Yes, why? No, why? Guys, let's get the likes up. We're 5 people, 5 likes. 10 people, 10 likes. 20 people, 20 likes. It's already 1 p.m. Damn. I thought it was 12 p.m. though. So you guys are I'm sorry. You guys are 13 hours ahead. Guys, let's get the likes up. 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 A little bit of energy. Hello, it's 12 a.m. in Jamaica. I have the same time zone as you do. I do have your same time zone. I do have your same time zone. Okay, let's get your likes up. Good night. You're going already? Guys, let's get the likes up, guys. Can we get to 5 likes, please? It is very important, guys, to get to 5 likes. Can we get to 5 likes, please? No, just saying good night. You have my support. Oh, okay, thank you. So, can we start the debate? Do you think that it's fair for rich people not to pay taxes? If yes, why? If no, why? Look, it's going to go for now. Keep your eyes on it. Hi, Georgina. How are you doing? You cannot see the poll? That is weird. It's been... Don't you think that you're the one lagging? Because, like, you're the only one who cannot see my poll. Check on your side. What do I see? Like, the likes going on? Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's get it to 10. Please, let's get it to 10. Thank you. Hi, Justice. How are you doing? Let's get it going to 10. Let's get it. Guys, don't forget to subs. We didn't have enough subs yesterday, though. So, guys, we're about to debate. Do you think that it's fair for rich people to pay taxes? What do you What do you mean, we're in the world? What do you think? What are you talking about? Guys, let's get it to 10 likes. Rich people should pay taxes. They're living humans as well. But do you find it fair that they don't pay it? Because actually, rich people do not pay taxes. That is the sad reality, but it is the truth. People really believe and want and dream that in the world, rich people are going to pay taxes, but they don't. Hi, Nelson. I'm great. How about you? They don't pay taxes and they will never pay taxes. Guys, let's get the likes till 10. Let's get it to 10 likes. Guys, don't forget to subs. Let's go. Let's put some energy today. I know we're Wednesday, Thursday in certain places. Let's make it fun. It's already the weekend. The weekend came last week and the weekend is again today. What am I saying? It's again coming in a few days. So let's make the best out of it. I just got my teeth extracted. It hurts really bad. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Georgina. Give to Caesar what is Caesar's. Yeah, but the rich people don't give back to Caesar. And that is unfair. Oh, do you guys think because they are the one that built the society that they have the right not to pay, right? Because they don't pay taxes and the rich people that have connections or the big people that have connections can get around it. Guys, can we drop a like? Can we get it to 10 likes, please? Can we get it to 10 likes? Can we get the likes to 10, please? And don't forget to sub. Why very good? Why very good, but is tax? Why very but is tax? Huh? I don't get. You're intelligent. Where are you from? I'm from Canada. How about you? Little Caesars. Thank you, Joshua. Welcome in. Guys, if you're new in the chat, say I'm new here so I get to know y'all. If you're new in the chat, say I'm new here so I get to know y'all. And don't be shy, just say hi in the chat. Every time you say hi, the better it is. You can talk, interact with me. Of course, they don't pay taxes. The gov decides who is rich. That is correct. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm tired. We're getting to my point. I'm from Tanzania, my best friend. Oh, nice to meet you from Tanzania. I've been to Canada twice. Ooh, but it's very cold right now. Can we get guys the likes to 10? We're almost there. Okay. Hi. You went to the D-Town Tower? No, that is fun. I don't reveal that, Joshua. Everything you buy is taxed. Yeah, I know, but like, you know, there are countries that are more crazier. You buy things, you pay tax on it. You get paid, you get tax on it. At the end of the month, there's taxes on it. At the end of the year, there's taxes on it. You're always paying taxes all the time. Guys, we're almost there. One more person and we get 10 likes, please. One more person. Do democracy exist if rich people are favored? Do democracy exist if rich people are favored? So guys, I want to know yes or no. Do democracy exist if rich people are favored? Hi, Hondi. Hi, Hodo. Hodonu. Oh. King Face? How did I ignore you? I didn't even see you coming in. Oh, that is so nice. You think so? Think that democracy is an illusion of choice? Because to me, democracy doesn't exist. Politics doesn't exist. Like, in the sense that the right to vote is useless. Like, you people are voting for nothing. They don't know that the society, the government make them believe that they have the right to say this, they have the right to do that. Because okay, let me put the question. Okay, let's get it. 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 That is cool that you love Canada. Are votes useful? No. Is voting useful to humanity? Hi, Jones. You're going fast. No, it's just like I wrote the wrong phrase. So I wanted to write it in a proper way for like people to understand fully my question, you know. So guys, my question is voting useful to humanity? Is voting useful to humanity? Is voting useful to humanity? Like when they say men can vote, women can vote, you know, any adults can vote. Is it useful? What do you guys think? Is it useful or not? I think this subject is too serious for people in the morning, so I'm going to keep this question and come back on it. I'm going to get we're going to get back on it another day. Okay, let's wake up, people. Yes, it's useful. Then no, we are going to come back to the topic later on because I see people are sleeping, and to do that debate, it's a kind of very harsh debate. So we're going to come back with that type of debate. Let's do like easy stuff. Okay, guys, do you guys prefer women with makeup or no makeup? Since it's the morning, it's a little bit intense. Do you guys prefer women with makeup or no makeup? If you say with makeup, why do you prefer women with makeup? And if you say no makeup, why do you prefer women with no makeup? Guys, can we get the likes to 20, please? Hi, Jessica. Nice to meet you. No makeup everyday Valerian. Why do you prefer women with no makeup Valerian? For those who are voting with makeup, why do you guys prefer women with makeup? Guys, let's get the votes to 20, please. My family is from Africa. It shows how secure. So you think that women that puts makeup on are insecure? So women that puts makeup on are insecure. You think so? Like me personally, I do not like things on my face. Like my worst times is during movies. Because during movies, I have to have makeup on and I get annoyed and I think that I look like less attractive, less beautiful, and I am less comfortable. Like I cannot do whatever I want to do. Because with my face, I can rub my face, touch my face, and sometimes lean on something. But when you have makeup on, you need to be careful. And da, 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 da. So I think that makeup to me is not my thing, right? But I have friends that are so beautiful that wear makeup because they like it. They want to wear makeup. But I know that makeup too, women wear most of it because of validation. Because I noticed that a lot of men complain about women wearing makeup, but they still go to the women that wear makeup because they still want the women that put makeup on. So I'm like, make it make sense. Like I have a lot of guy friends that loves cruising women that wear makeup. But then when they get into a relationship with those women, they don't want to buy their makeup set. They don't want to buy that because they see that it's a lot of money, a lot of expenses. And they're like, you don't need that. But when they were in a relationship with her, they loved her with the makeup. So I'm just saying that's my point, that men just are just weird on some things. No makeup equals less chemicals, healthier women. Okay, so you think it's more healthier for a woman not to put makeup on because it's less okay. I think using makeup to try to make themselves prettier shows they don't think they're pretty without it. At least less pretty. Okay, I see. But some people say that they put, like some women say that they put makeup on because they are artists, they love it, it's art and stuff like that. Everyone does makeup, so we cannot even choose. Okay. No, no longer know my address. Huh? Okay. If she buys it, it's okay to wear it lightly. You think so? But let's say, for example, you get into a relationship with a woman that has makeup. Are you going to pay for your woman's makeup or no? If you get into a relationship with women that put makeup on, are you going to be willing to pay her makeup or no? Does it make, is it a part of your relationship expenses or no? Why is natural women better than women that has makeup? Is it because it's less expensive? Or is it because you guys really think that it's better? I pay for it $100 maximum, but you know that $100 is nothing. $100 she can only get a sponge. She can't even get her makeup set. You're just going to buy for her a sponge? Damn. She can't even buy lipstick with $100. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but it's a reflection. Okay, I see. Hi, Gigi. Gigi, how are you? Welcome back. No makeup for me, just butter. What do you mean about butter? No, you're capping. I'm not capping. Go and check like a makeup set. Okay. You know what? Y'all think that I'm lying about the makeup. Okay. I'm talking about good quality makeup sets. Okay. Okay, so I'm not talking like those um ratchet stuff. Wait a minute. Let me see. From cosmetics, they're like the cheap setup, but those are cheap setups. Those are setups from like, $100. Those are like, for kids, right? Now the women setup just for a lipstick. Look, a lipstick costs $35. Lipstick costs $35, for example. So imagine a whole setup that is like low quality. It's going to ruin her face. So high quality, that's the thing. Just for, this one piece of thing is already $20. So $100, you cannot buy a whole full setup. And a good makeup setup, you cannot buy it for $100. Like, I'm talking about professional kits. You see? High quality is like already $300. $300 for a good high quality setup. Because makeup is not just the thing about makeup, it's just like you need to. Yeah, I'm talking about like the full setup is like $300, right? Thank you so much. Hi, Bruno. Why do you choose no makeup? Because look at a professional kit. The stage. This is a professional kit. Professional kits like it's 220. I'm telling you, like if you want to buy her like the cheap setups, that is going to ruin her skin, right? It's going to ruin her skin. Like you see, like the good quality setups, like it starts from 32 and up. The basic ones can ruin her skin. Oh god, Temu makeup, no. Amazon makeup, not very trustworthy. But the brands, look at how much 100. You can buy like small things, and you see the things that you want to buy for her, like for $30, $100. They're small pieces. Like, be sure that she will finish with it very fast. If she's a person who puts light makeup, then because most women do full on makeup. Do I look like I'm wearing makeup? Shadow. because that will be the face I will look at when she wakes up. Really? Yo, guys, imagine y'all wake up to a woman that doesn't look like herself. Yo, that would be wild for y'all men. Y'all men go through a lot too, bro. Imagine waking up next to a stranger and you're like, "Where's my girl? Where is she?" She's like, "Wait, let me go and put my makeup on. I'm coming." And yo, I have there's the story of this girl. Okay, this girl, she's insane. For 3 years of her marriage, she would wake up every day at 4 a.m. to put her makeup on. She would wake up every day at 4 a.m. to put her makeup on. And she would wait that her spouse is like actually sleeping. Yo, it's insane. I'm sorry, like I had my alarm on. So imagine that she had to wait that her spouse is sleeping. But she had a waterproof makeup. So she could go underwater with her makeup. Imagine that. She would wake up every day at 4 a.m. She can go out like even if it's light makeup, she needs minimum light makeup. Like she needs minimum light makeup because today we have like waterproof makeup. What do you mean that's crazy, poor women? Do you think a woman is poor if you see a woman buying makeup? She has money. She's not rich, but she has money because makeup is expensive. I don't remember. I was going with my friend to Victoria's Secret. No, not Victoria's Secret. Sephora. Like you know that big brand Sephora makeup stuff like that. For two little boxes like that, she spent more than $300. And I was looking at her like, girl, do you know how many boxes of sushi that is? Like, how many sushi can I buy and eat? Like, how many plateaus of sushi? Like, are you playing with me? Yo. You need money. If you see a woman wearing makeup, she's not broke. Unless, like, you can tell when a woman is wearing cheap makeup on. You can tell, like, you could see it from far. And there are many signs that you know that she's struggling and stuff. But when you see, there's a type of makeup, like there are different types of makeup. There's also spiritual aspect of rich and poor. That is true. She should find a man that loves her for what she is without makeup. Yo, that is insane. But men, like I don't know how y'all do with that and cope with that. Because to me, my problem with men is that a lot of men complain about women wearing makeup and stuff like that, and they end up cheating on the same women with women that look like what they said she didn't need to look like. So what do we have to say for those men? That is my problem. Because a lot of men say, I don't need a woman with makeup. You're beautiful naturally. But you go and cheat on her with the makeup girl. What were you doing there? What was the reason? But why do you cheat on her with a woman who has makeup on? It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. Guys, can we get the likes to 20 likes, please? Bruno, can you drop a like, please? For men, for a women looks like better without makeup. For me, women looks better without makeup. We want natural things, but you guys cheat with unnatural things. Make it make sense. No, in my opinion, but no makeup in my opinion. But I'm a guy, and if the girl likes makeup when she wear it, like no makeup, I never cheated on her ever. Yeah, but you guys are exceptions. But most of guys like they cheat on with women that has makeup on. What is the reason? No, that is not the reason. That is not the reason. Can you help me in making Auntie take mine? What? Auntie tank? What? Whatever. Y'all are just saying anything because you're all tired. Can we guys get to 20 likes, please? Can we get to 20 likes? Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, this is a controversial question, but I hope y'all are ready for it. I hope y'all are ready for it. I mean, there are certain situations where I like women to wear makeup, like parties and etc. I don't even. Okay, I see. I prefer women with glasses of tea for me. Yo, wait, Mark. Hi, Oku. I get what you're saying. Some of my friends who were describing about cheating with girls who wear makeup. Exactly. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Men cheat with what they complain about. Men love cheating with what they complain about. That is the thing. That's why I have a concern on that. A big, huge concern. Where's my lights? Okay, my lights are here. Skinny because I'm skinny. What do you mean Juju's a hard one? I'm waiting. Kate, you said skinny all day. What? What? I didn't say average. I said skinny women or thick women. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Wait a minute. Let me put it in the bag. Like something for y'all to relate on. Let me put something for y'all to relate on. I know. Wait a minute. Let me put a picture for y'all to visualize because y'all love visualizing. And let me see how truthful men could be. Let me see. Today I want the truth. Let me see. Do I even have pictures? I'm looking for pictures for y'all to have the visuals. I know y'all is saying a lot of stuff in the chat. I know y'all are saying a lot of things in the chat, but let's see. Okay, wait, let me see if I can get it. Guys, be patient with me, please. Wait a minute. Why can I not find it? The only moment I need a picture, I cannot find a picture. Can you guys imagine that? The only moment I need a picture, I cannot find it. Yeah, but they're not giving me like what I'm looking for. That is my problem. That is my problem. They don't give me what I'm looking for. That is the problem. Like, you know that time that you're looking for something and you never like find it when you need it? I'm sorry for the sneeze. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it in my pictures, because this is insane. The one time you need a picture, you can never find it. I really hope I find it. If not, it's going to be... I'm going to be disappointed. I'm really going to be disappointed. Why does it do that? I remember even posting about it. That's my problem. Like, every time you're looking for something, you do not find it the moment you need it. That is so annoying. Okay, do I find the pictures though? Because I wanted y'all to have a visual about it, but it's fine. It is fine. It's fine. Whatever. We can switch. We can switch, and but weight doesn't mean anything. Depends on so many factors and we distribute. Yeah, I know we're going to talk about a lot, but I wanted to start with the topic by how I had it in my head, and that is how I wanted to present it to y'all. That's the thing. Because I wanted y'all to choose according to the visual, and we would have gotten into the details like more and more. That was oop. No, it's not that. Wait a minute. I'm sure I posted about it. But like I know myself. Wait a minute. Let me see. The only moment I need something, I cannot find it. Imagine it. Imagine it. It is so annoying. Okay, insights. Let's see. Let's see. That's the problem. Posting too many stories. You cannot even find what you're looking for. That is my life. I'm really looking for it, but I'm not finding it. Yo, this is insane. I'm looking for it, but I'm not even finding it. Can I use this as portrait? No, they're both thick. Whatever. Whoa, okay, I found it. I found it. Finally, I found it, guys. Y'all are going to be proud of me. I made it. I didn't give up. I know y'all are talking in the chat things. Wait. I am so excited that I missed it. Okay. I will have to like, yeah, whatever. I made it. Yes, I made it. Yeah, that little baby. She's going to come around. I don't know what time though. Remember, there are kids though. There are kids. You said both? When were you here? Okay, the pictures are coming, so just a matter of time. I'm waiting it to send completely because like my phone is lagging. Yup. So why do you mean both? You can either choose. It's either thick or either. But a lot of y'all like skinny women, or didn't everybody vote? I'm waiting for the pictures to send. Kerry Washington is an actress and Demi Lovato is a singer. They both are thick. I like them. And Jennifer Hudson, she's a singer. Yeah, but the portrait of what I wanted to like to make you like see was to show you like can you guys hear me? No? No. Okay. I'm back. Guys, can we get it to 20 likes? We didn't get our 20 likes. We didn't get our 20 likes. Okay. When you see the picture of these two, that is what I meant by skinny versus thick women. And I wanted y'all to see which one would you choose, the skinny one or the thick one, because we're going to get to my subject. So which one would y'all choose? No, wait, what? Yo, Kate can answer. Both look good, honestly, but you need to choose one. That's the thing. Yeah, not gonna lie, I think we should restart chat. Restart what? But can everybody see me? Am I lagging? Am I lagging? Because Kate is telling me that I'm lagging. No, I'm not like yeah. Kate, it's you. You need to reset. So which one are y'all choosing? The thick one or the skinny one? I'm waiting. Thick one or skinny? Like, well, yeah, no like when there are beautiful women on the screen. Yeah, right. I see. Beautiful women on the screen. So which one would you tend to choose? I'm waiting for y'all guys. Because we're going to evolve. So this is what I have to show. Bigger the mass, bigger the attraction. Newton said it. Bruno, you do not like peace. Bruno, you do not like peace. You love messing around, honestly. So, since it's making it harder, it depends on one more real. Depends on what? Speak the truth. So, for me, skinny. Okay. Y'all are for the skinnies. Okay. They're both beautiful, but y'all chose the skinny. Okay. Wait, so is that you? Gigi, don't try me. Gigi, don't try me. I would consider pursuing either of them. I wouldn't consider pursuing either of them. It's just like examples, like just this, because we talk about, I talk about every reality. Last time we were talking about personality. Now we're going to talk about the physics. No, I'm joking with you. Don't worry. Don't feel sorry about that. I'm just joking. So these are the body types. Okay, can you visualize it? So these are body types. Like, which type is y'all like? You prefer Rihanna? Honor said I prefer Rihanna. Oh no, welcome in. Yo, don't be sorry, Gigi. I'm joking with you. Don't worry. Bro, where Parsley at? Why are you looking for Parsley? She's coming. I didn't choose. So, rectangle, triangle, hourglass, pear, or apple? Hourglass and pear? Okay. What about you? Rihanna is kind. Take hourglass, pear, apple is the order. Do you know what apple is? Yeah, apple is good too. Well, I wouldn't say that triangle is bad. Like, yeah. And rectangle, like, they don't choose their buddies. But it's just to see your manly type. Is there a difference in there though? I see so much everything the same. Look closely, Kate. Look closely. Yeah, try to fix your chat because yo, you're lagging for real. Oh, triangle. I mean, but I think apple is not bad. I think apple is not bad, but I think like apple. Mm, you mean okay, but you're just choosing to choose? What do you mean, y'all? This is funny. I'm just asking because I want to know. It's not about shading women, huh? If some people think that that is what it's about, it's not about it. It's never about it. We're we're here to debate. We're here to conversate. It's all about conversation. So it's inverted triangle. I'll go with hourglass. Okay. Do y'all know that the normal standard back in the days were like the rectangle bodies? Those were the like standards. Rectangles and invert triangles were like the beauty standards. They were like the normal beauty standards. Did y'all know that? Guys, can we get it to 20 likes, please? Yeah, it used to be like the normal beauty standards according to, that shitty type of society. Um, Wait a minute. This chat is driving me crazy. Okay. Wait. Why isn't it letting me have polls? I'm not having polls. Okay. No! It's not letting me have polls. I cannot get polls anymore. Guys, my stream is lagging. It's not. Oh, God. I have to come back and go back and come back and go back and come back just to get my polls. So it's like just ruining my views. Okay, let's go with the next question. Hi, Paige. Hi, Paige. How are you, girlie? YouTube doesn't like it. It's too real of a conversation. I know. I know. So like they ruin like my polls. They make my stream lag and stuff like that, and they play with my views. Do you think society is more skinnier or more obese? Exactly. That's why they had to rewrite the body shapes. But before this, beauty standards were like skinny and that's it, like the skinny bonies girl. If you're more than that, it was like, it's very bad. You have to look at the faces when you speak. Do you and do anything? What do you mean? I'm great, Paige. I feel like resetting. Y'all are talking about personality. I'm just talking about facts because last stream we talked about like the personality and stuff. So I want to diverse and get deep into like the topics and stuff like that. So I don't want y'all to be ashamed or feel whatsoever or in whatever mindset about whatsoever because we're just debating. It's not about judging. I want to try to know and understand how you guys feel about things because let's be honest, y'all are going to say, yeah, I don't care about the physique, da, 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 but there's this type of person that is going to come into your face and you guys are going to be like, oh, she's not beautiful, but you know, you're going to be nice and say, oh, no, no. But the truth is like, it's not your type and stuff like that. So that's why I want to we're talking about it and we're not shaming those people. Everybody has their type. There are people that I know, I have friends, they like obese women. They don't like skinny women. I have friends that like fat women, but they do not like skinny women. I have friends that like normal women. So everybody has their taste. And there's some friends that like extra skinny women. That is the thing. Like everybody has their thing. Okay. Yeah, I know y'all love the debates, kind of. Okay, so this is why I'm talking about the. This is where my questions come from. You see, this was 1973, and this is 2023. This is like the normal families today. This was in the 90s. This is how a family would look like. You see? So this is where my question comes from. Yeah, it's reality. This is where my question comes from. You see? This is how they used to look in 1973 and now in 2023. It's not it. But this is like the average in the society right now. And just to show you how bad it goes, it's like, look. When we talk about the 10 more countries with most obese rate, this is like the placement. This is the placement. These are the obese rate. They never mention Africa, but whatever. The most obese is even in Cameroon, you cannot find a woman this obese. Like you cannot find an adult this obese. Even in a man, even in Africa, you cannot find this obese. I would thought no, we're in Canada. Yeah, Canadians, us, we're so like uh very very like picky with our weight. We're very careful with our weight. Like we do not want like at one point to hey Vanita, Kate, look who is here. Yeah, that is the thing. The food consuming. And do y'all know from like every countries in the world, like America has like the worst system of food ever? Oh, they're blocking my this is so annoying. They're blocking my stuff. It's so annoying. That's the thing. Everything with cooperation is just horrible. I'm choosing body shapes, not the country. So if a girl was in shape, I'd pick. I don't care about the country she's from. But the country also like also count in the sense that the type of hygiene in that country is also matter. The food in America is so awful because like I have a hard time eating in America, like USA. I have a hard time eating USA. I have like a hard time. I can't. Like when we went several times to the US, like the only places where I would eat, like it would be like in the Caribbean restaurants or like Asians restaurant because I couldn't stand like normal American food because it is so greasy. And even like with the fruits, like fruits they're like so expensive. Fruits there are expensive. Like you cannot eat fruits in America like if you're eating chips. If you want to buy a bag of chips, the bag of chips does 3 times your size. And it's so less expensive than buying like an apple. It is good. Where's Kate? Kate was lagging, that's why. Kate was lagging. Bruno, are you still here? Who actually loves it? Who? Yeah, worst quality of food. Yeah, I meant, ugh. Wait, let me redo my question. Let me redo my question. I wrote my question bad. Wait, let me put it with the flags. Okay, let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. Sugar and corn syrup or everything. That's a problem. If you're not an American, then people you're saying you're hating America. But I'm from America and it's disgusting how people are overweighted. Exactly. That's the thing. Do you know like oversize? Like oversize is insane. You know, our normal Canadian, like we when you see, for example, me, I always try to maintain my weight below 65. So my weight is always between 55 and 65. Like if not, like you're too fat. Imagine that. And me, I mainly wear like European X size or like, you know, Canadian extra small. Like if not, I wear European small size, like, you know, in those sizes, because like, yo, American small size is extra 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 small. Like I need to have six extra small to get it. Yo, we do LMBs in the States. Yo, that is insane. At least y'all Americans are honest about it. That is good. Y'all Americans are up. But you know, French people are too strict. French people are like so strict because that, yo, French people are so skinny. Oh Jesus, they're so skinny. Those ones, they're too strict. But us, we're moderated. Who is voting Asia? That's crazy. They hardly have a weight problem. America wins the discussion. Yo, Rob is like so not playing. Yo, but for real, it is sad, but we need to talk about it. I'm from America too, and the quality of food here is terrible. A lot of it is just poison, really. Like, do you guys eat like what you guys farm? Do you guys mainly eat what you guys from? Because I know you guys live around like in the countryside. Because the like I understand me, if I will have to eat when I go to there, like I'd rather visit people from the countryside, to be honest. I had a hard time eating when I was in the US. I literally had a hard time. And for my family and us, when we went to the US, we had to go to like Asian restaurants or like Caribbean restaurant. Else than that, we cannot really eat, like the African restaurants are like super duper rare, like literally inexistent. And like the other foods, you just see the grease, the junk, and all that. And I'm like, I can't. Please, no. What do you mean about skinny? I don't know if it's skinny or thick. What do you mean? We're talking about food. We switched the subject. Hello, Jane. J'aime pas Mino. I'm doing great, J'aime pas Mino. How about you? Yeah, they're very petite. They're very petite. Asians though are petite. They're not, we could say skinny, but like they're very petite. You know, people that are very small. So it's normal for them to have a small body size and stuff like that. Hi, Natunus. How are you? I will ask you guys a quiz. Are you guys ready for the quiz? Mm, okay. I have a question for y'all. Does Canada have a lot of fast food restaurants and bakeries? Because America is number one. We do, but it's not a thing. Like the new Gen Z, they're the ones that go to that, but it's not a thing. And most of the time, influencers go to those places just to have content. We do not eat it like that. It's not a thing for us. Like they're there, but like it's not a thing. Yo! Yo! Okay, so I have a question for y'all. I have a question for y'all. Let's switch a little bit. Let's switch a little bit. We're going to have a little bit fun. I hope y'all are ready. Mm, okay, let's see. Let's talk about culture. Let's talk about culture. Let's talk about culture. Americans eat fast food 4 times a day. We're here eating at each meal. Yo, and that is insane because us we have like protein bars like to have some like for our snacks. We have fruits like snack. Like, the fruits here too are very expensive too, but like people don't bother about sacrificing. And even though we have like fruit snacks that we could replace like the normal fruits with to have at least like some proteins and stuff like that. Netherlands. Wait, let me go and Google them. No, they're short. They're short. Netherlands are short. They're not tall. They're not tall compared to what you're going to learn. I will shock y'all. Are you guys ready to be shocked? They're short according to what I'm going to make you learn today. You guys are going to be like, what? What? I'm sorry, what? Okay, y'all think it's Senegal? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hello, can y'all hear me? Hello, can y'all hear me? Okay, yes, okay. So yeah, I'm going to shock you. I'm going to shock y'all. The tallest human beings on Earth, the tallest human beings on Earth, let me shock y'all. So, the average human being or in the country of South Sudan, just for y'all to know how tall they can be. Just to let you know how tall they can be. From the time you jump, he's just standing there and just there. He's just standing there and just there. He's just taking a picture. But imagine that. They're the tallest being on Earth. People there can go to 7.3 meters. There are people that are 7.3 meters, 8 meters, and the tallest man in the world comes from there. He's 9.6 meters. No, not 9.6 meters. 9.6 feet. 9.6 feet is the tallest. Tallest man on earth there is 9.6 feet, but generally, like the tall people from there, like when you're 6 feet, you're very short. South Sudanese, when you're very short, like you're 6 feet. That's their shortest. Like that means you're very short. And there are even women. Him, I think he's like what, 6 something? Wait. Yeah, he's 7'7". He's 7'7". He's like, like he's between tall guys, but he's not the tallest guy there. Like they're normally 7'8", 8'2", 8'5", yeah, 8'2", 8'5". Some 8'9", but the tallest man is 9'6". Like but the 9'6" one struggles a lot because he has a arch curved back, and also because like of bending to get into the homes because there are no homes tall for him. South Sudan. Go and look it up. So you guys learned something today that I learned 2 days ago. So I was just curious because there was this like rumors about giants that arrived in Kenya, and I was like, and also with the video of like IShowSpeed in Kenya and all that, I was like very curious, and I was like, oh, let me look this up, and then I was like, and then I look it up, and then yeah, but yeah, but like the tallest guy in the world is 9'6", and he's from Sudan. Yeah, welcome back, Kate. You missed, and they have beautiful skin there. They have beautiful skin. Let me show you how tall they are in their countries. For y'all to see a little bit a model of like what they look like. You guys are going to think it's AI, but it's actually reality. These are how tall women are. This is her how tall. You can see how tall she is. Look at how tall they are. And these are the average women. Like average women, to them they're short. That's how tall they can be. Him is very known, but you know, they're very, very tall there. Yeah, yeah. That is very cool. That is so cool. So we learned something today together. Wait a minute. I'm going to go and learn about this. I found a culture that they live with the smallest house on earth. Like they live in very, very small house. Why is that so? That is interesting. It is very interesting. What? You see how tall they are? Those are like fighters. People are going to think that they're giants, but like AI giants, but like no, they're fighters there. Look how tall they are. You can see that is not a normal. They're not normal humans. You're going to think that they're normal height, but look at the people around them and look at how tall they are. Yeah, it's insane. At least I learned something, and I taught you something that I learned not long ago. So yeah. Imagine those type of people going to Asia, because Asians are so small. Okay, ask us men questions so I can ask the girls a question. Would you girls that a guy shorter than you, or do you like guys taller shape? Does that matter? I don't have a lot of women, so that's why I don't ask like too much women questions. But personally, I don't care about height. I don't care. I don't really care about looks too. To me, what matters is a lot more, many other things than height and looks. You need to be a minimum attractive to me. You need to be a minimum attractive to me. So if like you're not a minimum attractive to me, like it's going to be very hard. But if not, in general, I don't care about height. I don't care about I don't care about height. I don't care about like physics and stuff like that. Minimum attractive. You need to be like I would hardly date how do we call them? Yeah, attractive. I wouldn't date like those small the small the pygmies. Like I wouldn't, because I'm not attracted to them, so I wouldn't date them. There's nothing against them. It's just my preferences. And then if now I have to date a normal human being, if he's shorter than me, I don't care. But the thing is, what is that I look for personality. You need to be financially stable and those stuff. Why are you laughing? A lot of American guys like money. Girls like money. It doesn't matter if the guy is a good if the guy is a good person to her. It matters to me if you're a good person. I don't like bad guys. Maybe in movies, if I have to act with you, that's it. But in my reality, I do not want stress free. My peace, my fight. I love my peace so much. That's what I told you. I don't care. I can make a man look like what I want him to look. You can come like the most fattest guy ever, and I can make you look like what I want you to look. Even if you're white, even the white man, he's going to adapt to me. Like any type of man, you can look like whatever. I've already dated a fat guy. I so didn't care, and he started losing weight because he was liking me, and he didn't like his weight, but he couldn't do it himself because he was depressed, so he needed motivation, and his motivation was me. So it's normal that looks matter to you because you're a man. Men care more about looks. It's after that they try to know about the personality. But men, most of the time be with those crazy women because they're beautiful, so they're attracted to the beauty. They look at their physique and all that. So it doesn't surprise me. And it's when you guys get into big trouble that y'all start like realizing that y'all messed up. That's the thing. And it's funny though. I know, but we're not judging. I know, I understand, but I'm not judging men too. I'm just saying men look at the looks before choosing the woman. Now they want butter and money and butter and plus the butter and the butter and the everything, the industry. In the sense that they want beautiful women that are attractive but that have good personality and all that. But they don't know that having all that, you can have a girl that has bad character, bad attitude, bad this, bad that, bad that. And us women, we need to accept what y'all give to us, in the sense that we can find a guy attractive but he doesn't have money, so we are forced to be with a guy that is not attractive but that has money, because the one that is attractive, we cannot get him because he thinks that his looks is enough, and most of the time they don't have no projects, no nothing. So we are like, okay, we need to look for security. We don't have time to play around, flirt around. That's the thing. We need to accept y'all how you guys are. Like if women like really wanted to choose, they would want a handsome man that makes good money, that is this, that is that, that is good, that is nice. But most of the time, like the richest guys that looks handsome are the most meanest. They're very mean, they're very aggressive, and they're very rude. Like what you live in those homes is crazy. And a lot of women that are influencers like proved it on social media too, that they're dating a beautiful millionaire, and then from today living in paradise, she goes to hell because of living with that type of man. So you know In America, American women don't know what they want. No, women in general. American women don't know what they want, and new gen social media wide world women copy them on social media because their craziness is what makes them popular. We understood that with social media. Social media makes you blow when you're crazy and when you're saying you're never seen, and you have to work 10 times harder to be noticed later. Can defeat their own biology. Those are American women's. American women's. I think they don't know what they want. Yeah, but that is them. You know, the education, the water around, and the pills, and the food, and the medicines. All that. How wouldn't you want them to be crazy? And also in Africa, like those who are suffering poverty and parents pushing women to sell themselves, like what do you expect? Like the young girls, they are living in material family where women are living alone, and like they're proud and bragging about sleeping around with men. So what do you want them to do? That is a flex for them, and they want to look like the American bodies that they see uh like on social media, so they're ready to sell their bodies just to have that life. Haha, yes, about to say, got the crown, haha. YouTube loves me. You want a piece, Kate? Kate is focused on Vanita. Let him focus on Vanita. When he's focused on Vanita, it's a good thing. When he's not focused on her, you're going to pay back for the crown because he ain't playing about it. He ain't playing about it, but it's funny. Let him focus on Vanita. That's better. So, I don't even know how I make it sometimes. I thank God for the grace that He gives me to keep pushing. Sometimes when I'm like so tired and I'm just here and talking and debating, it's not easy. But we got this. Look, I have my own crown. Y'all are now crowning around. Are American women toxic? Yes. Why? No, why? Yo, today I had such a long day that I lived on snacks. Thank God I bought snacks because now I can. Coming! Guys, I'm coming. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. I'm back. What did I miss? I want a crown also. Oop. So we're getting crowned tonight. I'm getting crowned tonight. Wait, Americans, do you guys have this? Do you have like this type of like protein bars? No. I love to see you glorifying God. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. Trace, I think. You can have mine. Vanita, don't worry. You gonna get it, babe. Okay. We're babing over here. Mm. Oh, you're eating, so cheers. Yeah, we have those. Okay. No, because y'all, your snacks look scary. Your snack, it looks like it's only chips and McDonald's. Mm-hmm. I love the chocolate protein bar. Like, it gives me energy. Mm, I'm not really sure. I need to learn about the XP. I need to really learn about it. I'll learn about it and then I'm going to explain y'all how it works. But I think being a mod gives you extra point. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Being a mod gives you extra point. What is so funny? She said we're babing over here. Yes! It is true. Even stickers. Those stickers give you more point. That was so funny. Sorry. Sorry to be funny. Should I? Go to the gym. A lot of athletics American. What's your favorite exercise? Are you sure you really want to know it? Are you sure you really want to know my favorite exercise? Me, it's eating. It's an exercise that takes so much energy and effort, so. Yeah. Vanita is so sweet because you're not used to spamming. It is funny. You miss Bozo Clown? What do you have with Bozo Clown? I'm not trying. I'm just trying to talk and hang out with you. And you're always welcome, Rob. Feel at home. Here's your safe space. Here's your family. We need to chat together. I love it when y'all connect with each other. I really love it. Like, honestly, I love it when y'all connect to each other. Y'all talk with each other. Y'all spend time with each other. Like, I love it. I really, really love it. And I really enjoy it. I thank God that I found a family here too. You guys are doing an amazing job. We're just having fun and that's the purpose. And we're learning too. Next question, I guess. I didn't get into the debate of the question. I said, why do you guys think American women are toxic? Why are American women toxic? What do you guys think is the cause of American women toxicity? Two lover birds. Who is Bay? Spoiled, spoiled and entitlement. You think so? I think it's the entertainment industry. I really think the entertainment industry. I think it's TV. I think it's school. Literally everywhere else than home. Work. Like, do you know how long parents in America spend time with their kids? Okay, let me ask the question. This question is per day, though. This question is per day. We are going to get there. Let me write that question down. We're going to talk about parenting and then, break it. And I love your engagement, Honor. I love it. Don't bother. Sometimes if you want to be the one asking the questions, just let me know and let's go with what you guys want. Then we do it. What do you mean, how can we know? Gigi, are you for real? What does that mean? Do I chew too loud? Do I chew too loud? No, I'm asking. Because I'm getting to the point. Look, it is very easy. Me, I think the mess up. No, you don't? Okay. It's Irishkish. Yeah. Yeah. It's annoying sound. Damn. I'm sorry, the observer melanin. I'm so sorry. I'd say half of us work because it's expensive, but then we have a lot of people on the government assistance because they don't work but have a lot of kids. But that is what I'm asking, like general American parents, how long do they spend with their kids? We're not talking about, we're going to get in deep into that, right? The parents assistant people, we're going to get deep into that, but we're coming on the surface for the normal and the majority, the majority. How long can they spend with their kids? Acknowledging that their kids go to school, they go to work, they need two jobs now to survive and stuff like that. Hi, J Mac. Because like me, parents don't spend more than 4 hours, and women don't spend time with their kids like before. Women used to, like, even if they finish work, they would have time to play with the kids, but they're a little bit tired, so they would check on the kids a little bit to see if everything's okay. The kids will be like tied to their mom, so they will conversate with the mom and stuff like that, coming after work and stuff like that. But now women like are so, like, let's say, how can I call it? So stressed, so annoyed, a lot of bills, a lot of this, the food, the everything, the hygiene and whatsoever. So like they get annoyed by kids. They are going to throw the kids away with television. They're going to push them in front of TV or push them on the tablet or push them on the phone and just relax and then do everything else and spending time with the kids. So the kids are not learning anything. They're not getting to spend time with the kids and they're not getting raised by their mom. It's the tablets that are raising their kids. It's the government that are raising their kids. It's the school that is raising their kids. And, you know, that is why when we have grown-up girls today, they care more about money. They don't have no more values like before. They're more irritable. They're more aggressive. They're more into junkie and, parties and all that. And I'm talking about American girls. That's the thing. Imagine, let's say, your kids spend 8 hours each day at school. The additional hours, it can get to 10 till 12 hours at school for your kids. Imagine all that time. And then by the time you get home, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're annoyed by everything. But what can we do? What can we do? So it's normal for women today. They're acting weird, they're acting bossy, they're acting stressed, they're acting this. And also, like, they don't know that the pills that they're taking because they sleep around with other men's are ruining and triggering their emotions and their hormones. It's also ruining their hormones. The food too, it's ruining their hormones. The stress, the overwhelmness and all that. Because let me tell you, for real, like, a complete family, when a woman is married, she's 10 times less stressed than when she is single. And when I say marriage, she's married to the right partner, not the wrong partner. It decreases stress because she knows she has a protection. Like, if tomorrow she doesn't feel like working, or tomorrow she feels like quitting her job, she has her husband there, and then she just can relax and rest, and she can restart working whenever she feels like reworking again, because she knows that her husband is going to take care of everything, and she would just have to deal with the kids. And like, because today, society too made it look annoying to take care of kids. They made it annoying because people, like, women are more focused on the trends, being a baddie, having faster money than actually understanding kids. Spending time with kids are fun. When you love kids, spending time with kids are fun, even when you're tired. Like, I remember when I used to work in a daycare, like, I used to work in a daycare. I would come in the morning, I would be so exhausted and tired because I had two jobs, and that was like my third job, right? And I would come, and I remember, like, the most annoying kids, like, they were like very, very annoying. But when you, like, get to talk to them and like just calm them and then create a game with them and y'all start playing, it's done. Good morning, Antoine. How are you? When you just do that, it's done. Y'all are just having fun after that. That's the thing too. I think the only one answering Queen's question, because Kate and Vanita are having their conversation in don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Is their mood, Rob. Is their mood. Don't worry. There are questions that they're being going to have a lot of people answering. Like there's also the observer melanin. The observer melanin, sometimes the middle guy, even Antoine answers to my question, even Honor answers to them. It depends. They're having their thing. It's family. Yeah, it's family. Don't worry about them. They're just. But you can keep disturbing them, Rob. You're doing a great job. You can disturb them again. So that is what I'm saying. Like, women made it annoying, like to spend time with kids. Kids, they love attention. They need attention. There's sometimes that okay, you can cut their attention with like making them focus on like other things too, to like have your personal space, right? But till when are you going to have your personal space? Even Justice is entering, so yeah, fair enough. Okay, so that is the thing. We're going to go right away to the work. Like, it's going to trigger more people in the chat, but just be ready for that. Sorry, guys. Since y'all told me that I make so much noise, I'm sorry. So y'all are listening to me with headphones. Antoine, yeah, no. Yeah, old school style, single incomes, households creates more stability in society. Exactly. But that is all about greediness, wanting more power, more money. The capitalist society like made it illegal for a women to stay at home. And I remember back in the days like women went to work because they wanted to, and most of women that wanted to go to work is because they were bored at home. If not, they were like they have a lot of energy, so they want to, do something else, like because the stress and it makes you depressed because like of the postpartum after you give birth and all that, birth to a kid, like there's a postpartum phase, like you need to go out, have something else. And that was the motivation they had back in the days, and it was fun for them to work and they could multitask, so they were like, why not? And men realizing that, oh, we make more money with women going to work, we have more taxes to pay, like they're, why not to ruin the households, right? And it made men more being more appreciative and more respectful towards their women because they could multitask and still handle very well the family and all that and avoid the bullshit because less disrespect, you know. No woman should not work. We can take care of her if young. Like it says in the Bible, stay home, clean up. Why we go and handle. When you say clean up, that bothers me, Antoine. Now there's a cleaning machine. We can have maids. Yeah. If I stay home, I would just be bronze every day. I'm not a stay-home person. I don't know how they do it, but I will get bored. I get very, very bored. I'm sorry. You can, even if we were in the past, I would be working. I could get very bored. Very, very bored. If I was in the past, I would be having like 20 lands because I would be so bored that I would go and farm and open more lands, or I would open a pool to you make grow fishes. I will open farms. I know myself. I get bored. Like I couldn't. Everyone should be working and trying to build a future for themselves. That too. But the society doesn't give us an option. I see a lot of parents that have multiple kids. They give them iPads, iBoxes, and so they don't have to deal with the kids. And that is so sad because it feels like the kids are being punished by their consequences, because kids is the consequences of two beings being together, right? And normally you're supposed to have that type of consequence in a good way, not in a bad way. And when you see parents acting like that, do you know the hard day they had at work? Do you know how stressful this life is? The bills, the joy, everything is just gone. So who pays the price? Their kids. I think we should work because if we want to buy something, we don't have to ask for a man. We need to be independent. Okay, Vanita. Vanita said independent because sometimes that is the problem that I have with men. Men want you to stay home, but it's not with everything that it will accept. Like, for example, we women, we have things that we want sometimes. So it's a good idea for women to work on certain standpoints. Because me, I don't want to, like, I hate asking. I hate asking, and I know if I was to stay at home, mom, if once I don't receive what I want, twice I don't receive what I want, three times I don't receive what I want, I will make sure I get it. And the fact that I will get it, it will make you so pissed. So it will create trouble. And I promise y'all, I might have divorced back in the days. Yeah. If I'm a minimalist, so money is fairly useless except to keep the government away. What do you mean by except keeping the government away? Yeah, that's the big benefits. More mobility for women. I have a sister and a mom always said try not to be dependent on a man. So women working to get exactly. That was the main purpose. I don't know why the extreme feminists made it look like we wanted to show men that we're better than men. I don't know why they try to show men that like it was like a kind now the extreme feminists are using feminism and like they're using feminism to prove men that they're valid, they're better. And I feel so ashamed to be a woman sometimes because I'm like, are you guys for real? What do you have to prove to them? Be independent because you want to be. Because a lot of these extreme feminists are like, oh, I wish I didn't have to work, but men are so shit. Da, 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 da. But like, hello, who forced you to go and work? Who forced you to be independent? And then when they're going to get into a relationship, destroy the relationship, and then I come and say, you see, that's what I was telling you girlies about these men these days. And you're like, oh Lord, no. Anton, exactly. So on the basis, then everyone should be working, right? If you're single, of course, you have to have your own business and not to be used there. We women like to do our nails and stuff. It makes us think about something else, right? And then exactly something. because it's not guaranteed that the relationship is going to go all the way. You might get married and end up breaking up in the future. That is the reason to. Okay, guys, I'm going to take some rest. Now I have to wake up for work in a few hours. Okay, have a great night, Vanita. At least you tried for your crown. At least you tried for your crown, so yeah. Have a great night. We had so much fun. Women used to know each other and actually created neighborhoods without somebody holding down the fort. Everyone is at work and the neighborhood is gone. That is true though. Because they would sit together and be chatting about the husbands, they would be busy gossiping, and they would be busy gossiping and doing their nails and doing their hair and looking at the kids doing their rubbish and stuff like that. It was a good time. It reminds me when I used to go to the village. This is a good question, Queen. If a man lose their job and off work a whole year, would you still support him? True, he's down. Why you don't have a job with no income? If I don't have a job, don't have income, a man loses his job, how am I supposed to support him if he's not giving me money? Why he had a job? That's the question. Because that is the reason why men should give money to their wives when they have it. If they do not give money to their wives when they get into those type of situation, what are they expecting? That is my question. What are you expecting? Because that is why I tell women that normally a man is supposed to give you money, that you have your own money for sure, but he's supposed to give you money to take care of the expenses of the house, but because he cares about you too, so he needs to give you money, because instead of seeing you wasting your money, he wants to take care of you with his money, right? But then when you get into that type of situation, it's way more easier and manageable. Because me, for example, if my man, for the years that we were doing together, he was taking care of me. He was, and I was making my own money, right? Plus his money, and to take care of the expensive and take care of myself. Then, if ever he's going through a rough time, yo, I had my money, not moving, not doing nothing. I was investing or doing something productive with my money. So obviously, I'm going to help you out. But imagine you not even giving me nothing, and all the whole time we were just struggling. Like, what am I going to do? Like, what do you expect me to do? So let's be a little bit realistic. And that is why you're going to see women, when the guy has nothing, she leaves, because she knew how, firstly, during the relationship, he was doing like the bare minimum because he didn't care. And like, imagine learning that he was even cheating on you when he had money. So now that he has nothing, he's looking at you like, oh, my baby, when you stay with me, I have nothing. I believed in you. You took care of who? By cheating and all that. Like, you can understand now how women feel. But if you're taking care of the woman and stuff like that, and she still leaves you, like, you could see that she was a bad woman. But most of the women that have brain cells and that care about humanity and they're human and that they really loved you, they wouldn't leave if you were taking care and all that. They were having their things for them and they were smart enough. They were investing, why, all that. And if tomorrow you lose your job, like me, the reasons why I want to work, the first reason is for myself. Second reason is for God. No, the first reason is for God. The second reason is for myself. The third reason is for my kids. The fourth reason is in case of divorce. And the fifth reason is if ever my husband lose everything. Those are my reasons why I want to work. But most women They won't answer that. No, there's some women that I'm scared sometimes. I'm like, does she has brain cells in her brain, or is she like really, really thinking like that for real? Like, is this a scam? Thank you, Rad. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Coucou, comment tu vas? I mean, if they want to work, it's okay, why not? But me, that's the thing. Like, sometimes I would ask women that, why do y'all want to work? What is your purpose in working? Why do you want to work? Yeah, but that is, it depends what the type of female you go with. Like, your lifestyle and your mindset doesn't suit mine. It doesn't suit my vision and my mindset. Yo, Kate finally got his crown. I think Gigi stopped commenting to help you have the crown for today. Everyone should be working for themselves, and that is where, why we're here, working and trying to build a wealthy future for your family and stuff like that. But there are families that don't care about wealth; they just care about stability, And I respect those type of families. But me, I'm thinking about being a millionaire, and that is my goal in life. But now, why do I want to be a millionaire? That is the other side of the question, and I have my multiple and million reasons about that. So me sharing a vision, like, I couldn't share a vision with somebody. That is also what I'm talking to you about. There are a lot of men that they do not most of the time know what they want, or when they get to know what they really want, they choose a wrong female. Because that's why I always tell to men, when you're cruising a woman, you need to talk about stuff, but the way you ask your question is to evaluate her mindset and to see how far she goes. But if y'all, either that you guys still stay with her, that means you guys put yourself in those type of situation. You have a girl, for example, like, just to test her out. I mean, like, you're not struggling for money, right? Let's talk about, like, those who are like high class and upper class people. So let's say you're having, like, you can easily make $10,000 to $20,000 per month, and then you're looking for a woman, right? And you're trying to see how she is, and you talk with her, and she talks to you about, oh, I have this project, I have this going on, da da da. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I have this project going on. I have this. I have that. And then you're like, okay. Then you give her, like, you listen to the amount she tells you. Oh, I have this small project of, like, I can start it, like, I need a 2,000, da da da. You give her the, like, you give her 4,000. You tell her this is what you can use to take care of yourself and your business and stuff like that. In 6 months, you check her out, and if in 6 months she's like, oh yeah, there is this, there is that, from the moment you give her the money, it's only in 6 months. If she doesn't talk to you about none of the thing, she ate your money, and she don't have that vision that she was talking to you about. She's just there to eat. That's it. Because she knows you have a lot of money, so why does she have to work? She needs to talk intelligently for her to sound seducing to you. But now there are some men that have money like that to give, but they want her in a certain place and to act a certain way and to be in certain. There's some women that loves that. Then try to look for a woman that loves it. Ask the women, like, would you want, be friendly. Would you want a man that, like, controls everything around you, or would you want to be somebody that you control things for yourself? If you see that she likes controlling things for herself, you let it go, because you're looking for a girl that you can control, right? There are many women that like that. There are many women that don't like that. And you guys need to find the right woman for y'all. Gigi, I think, is gonna make her develop a lazy mindset. What did Gigi say? I kind of prefer a woman that doesn't work though. But it depends. Now you need to look for dependent women, right? But dependent women are expensive too. Because men think that having a woman that doesn't work means that they can do everything and anything. Because let me tell you something, if your woman is not working and she's at home most of the time, the chances and the rate for her to cheat on you are very big if you're not taking care of her fully like she wants to. And there are sometimes that she might get bored, and if she has guy friends, you know, yeah. Like this gen don't care about it like that anymore. Because they're lazy women. Because they're lazy women. Because there's the dependent women and there's the lazy women. Those are two types of women different. There are women that don't like working. They don't like doing anything. They don't like to do anything. And plus that they're very lazy and all that. But the hardworking ones, you know, there's the dependent women that they, for them, like, the only work they want to be worrying about is cleaning the sink, cleaning the house, cleaning the kids, and that's it. And for them, that they think that they did the biggest job ever. But with that, in this gen, you cannot have it for free. There are women that are not working, but the men are paying them to stay home. They're like, okay, you want me to be a stay-at-home woman, but how much am I gaining staying home? Because all that work, I won't do it for free. There are men that pay 100K a year. There are men that pay 200K a year, 300K a year. There's some that said, okay, let's start with 50K a year, and you know, that's the thing. You cannot have, and the lazy one just like, okay, I'm not working, but she doesn't even know how to cook. She doesn't know how to clean. She doesn't care about whatever. Her nails, her face, her body, and you're going to see her afford crazy things and think that is your girl, but she's having her sugar daddies around, so it's easy for her. Why the cheating is like, yo, sometimes, you know, there are a lot of hard-working men that goes on trips and they travel around, they do this, they do that. In the meantime, she feels like, you know, having somebody on beside her side, and she's like, okay, let me go and get like a small guy, or if you're not providing enough, she's going to have a sugar daddy. What are you talking about, Ratopia? What do you mean by Ratopia? Listen, men and women should do things together. But that's what I'm talking about. But now everything is about time, and what do you bring? What does she get out of, you know, what you want? And also, men don't know how to choose their women because they do not ask the woman how she views life, her projects and stuff like that. There are a lot of women that have no projects. There are a lot of women that are waiting for a man in their life because that is their project. Their project is having a man. There are a lot of women that their main project, their main goal, they feel successful when they get married. So y'all need to look for the mindset. Look at how she views life. If you're an entrepreneur looking for a woman that her project is just to be a housewife, she won't help you for much. And you're going to complain and have to cheat. Oh, you're coming back? Okay, Justice. But Justice, I think I'm about to go off though. I think I'm about to go off. But you're imagining a really bad man, not a good man. I'm talking about good men too. I'm talking about good men too. I'm not imagining very bad men, but I'm talking about good men too. And there's a lot of good men that get cheated on. There's a lot of good men that get into messed up situations. There's a lot of good men that do bad decisions. It's not because you're a good man that you do always good decisions. That's the thing. Because you men don't know how to choose women. Let's be for real, in this generation, y'all don't know how to choose women. Because, like, sometimes I see certain men with this type of girls, and I'm like, this is what will happen, da 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 da. They don't believe me. They're like, oh no, nah, I deal with that. I'm a man. I know for women to do this to me. And then when it happens to them, they come back to me and they're like, oh, you were right. I was like, oh, I was? Really? Are you sure? You're a man. You control everything. Come on. Are you sure about that? But yeah, reality. Reality. Because I know how to read women. I'm a woman. I know how to read another woman. And if I do not send a woman, yeah, no. Yeah, that is what La La Land want us to think. They should understand each other. You know what I learned recently? Let me show you what I learned. This is what I learned recently. Let me show you. This is what I learned recently. Should men do the dishes? That is a good subject. Kate, keep that question for me. I'm going to come back to it. Kate, keep that question for me. Where is the video? Okay, where is that guy? I forgot that guy. It's an actor. No, it was that very rich guy. He was an Afro-American. It's been 40 years now that he's married. And he was saying that to have a successful marriage, you need to listen to women.
Which means that you view things differently. A man and a woman can look at the same object, they won't see it. So I'm convinced every woman's love language is not having to ask. Marriage is a struggle where a man and a woman with different natures, which means that you view things differently. A man and a woman can look at the same object, they won't see it the same way. And this means that a man has to listen to a woman, to look at it from her perspective. Your perspective is your perspective, but it is not the truth. It is absolutely necessary to listen to somebody else. Now, when you learn to really listen to a woman, she already has learned to listen to you. But a man has to learn to listen to a woman in order to really hear what she's saying. And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, the problem with 90% of the marriages is improper communication between two people. You're not listening to each other.
You see? The problem, because men love to complain about women. Men love complaining about women and sorting out all the issues. And men are so smart. Men, y'all are smart. Y'all can see a woman when she's wrong. Y'all can see that. Like I saw it a lot of times. Like when I was around with my guy friends, they would tell me this guy is dangerous for you. Just and then I would start observing the guy and I'll be like, oh yeah, you were right. And but the way around when I would tell my friends like this girl, or that person, this friend of yours, never listen. When they get into shit, oh, you're so mean, queen. Why didn't you tell me? Me? I didn't tell you. Are you sure that was me? I was trying to warn you. Like, hello? Y'all love to complain about women. Women don't listen. Women do this. Women do. A woman should act like this. A woman should do this. A woman should. Y'all never listen to women. And I know for a fact, my grandfather told me that the way they used to rule the kingdoms before, because my great grandfather was a king, and he's from a generation of kings. So how they would rule the kingdoms before, men would think that is men. There's the council. Men would go to the council, right? And talk with the other men. But everything that they would say there, he would ask to his women. He was asked to the queen, what should I do? Should I or shouldn't I? And from the discussion they have at night, that is the decision he's going to give. But men today, they don't know. Like, that is why, the old generation of men, I love y'all so much. Those who are 40 and more, y'all still got it. Y'all still get it. The 40 years old and more, I just respect y'all a lot because y'all still have it. But the young men, I'm like, I just wanna, yeah. That's the thing. All my grandfathers always told me a smart man is the one who listens to his wife. And a lot of time I was living in my household, and I would see there would be like a big problem, big drama. And my dad to call the bull, he was like, your mommy's right, done with it, page closed. And growing up, it was a hard time for me, but I was like, okay, now I get it. So that's how I got to get out of the house very fast because, there's other a story behind. But when I would take the better example with when I was living with my aunt and my uncle wouldn't do anything without my aunt's consent unless it's business wise that she cannot understand or she doesn't care about. But in that business that she doesn't care about or she doesn't understand, he always have something for her. Either way. And to the day that she would start listening to what, he was trying to say, like, from then she just continued with the project and all that. And I see a lot of couples that are married till now because the real person who does the decision is the woman. And I met this 35 years old couple married, and I was like, how are you guys still married? The woman accepted to love him, right? Either though he had to do some mistake when he was younger, because it's about the mistakes and all that, and realities because she also had to do crazy stuff and he did crazy stuff, and they worked it out. But since the day he took the decision to be a man in the relationship, their couple lasts 35 years, and all the time he has to do something, he asks to her. She's the one who is in the finance ruling of the house. She's the one, it's not that it's the woman that decides or is the king or what. No, you have all your ego whatsoever king thing. Because you're the protector, you're the man, so you face the danger, right? But for the solution and the structure, the woman is there for that. That's the thing. Women are more spiritual. We can see so many things that y'all cannot even imagine. And let me tell you, man, something. A woman gets 10 times more sensitive after childbirth. Her deepness about everything in her spirituality grows after a pregnancy. First of all, men don't know that since the first pregnancy, as soon as you made her pregnant, at least one, she has your genes in her. So she's way more closer to you than ever. That is why you guys are going to notice that couples start looking alike at a certain point in life. Couples start looking like each other. Like now they share the same DNA, like in a big percentage, and that's how they start, you know, growing up together and stuff like that. So at some point, because men, they have a view of something, but the woman won't have the same view. But that's why if men think that taking all the decision all the time, all of this, all of that, okay, but that is a monogamous relationship. That is a solo relationship. He's not dating you. He's dictating you. That is not a relationship. Because there's a relation between both, right? Have a great night, Sylvie and Kate and Gigi. I'll be back on the next live. I'm not acting like it's a competition, but I'll definitely have a crown. Yo, I love you already, Rob. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. You're so fun, though. Can't wait. You see how the family is growing, Kate? Michael, what is your stance on what I said? What is your stance on what I said? And for you to ask question, what is your stance on what I said? What is your stance? I want to know. Do you have anything to say? Do you have any stance on what I said? I'm listening. I'm very, very open. Wasn't listening? And why would you ask me questions if you're not listening? Because you're making me lose breath for nothing. I'm losing my breath for nothing. Because you're not listening, so what is the point? So what is the point? Honor, you're still in here. Well, that is what I was trying to say to y'all about you know, reality in relationships, and that is why a lot of relationships are not working, because a lot of men, to me, that is my opinion, a lot of men need to learn how to be men from the real OGs. It's not from these young men that were successful younger, this, you know, marginalized men that are trying to build a society in some type of way, because there's some principle and there's some morals that you will lose because you're trying to get a selfish goal, because being rich is being selfish at some point in life, and you need to go through things that you will have to neglect the values of other things, right? To me, if a man wants to be able to marry me, I will need him to spend time with my grandpa, because that is how the tradition in Africa is. When a man wants to marry, like in my tradition and culture, if a man wants to marry me, he needs to spend time with the parents, like the dads, the grandpa, and all that. They're going to spend time together, and from that they're going to be able to learn and study you. Yeah, you guys are going to be like, oh, but in 1 month how can he get to know you? Elders are considered like gold in Africa. Elders are like gold. Their library, their wisdom, the type of wisdom you cannot imagine. Like we always say, there's a thing that says what an old person can see from the tree, a kid can never see that. Just to let y'all know. So, you know, they are going to be able to study everything about you in 1 month, and they're going to look at their daughter and say that this guy is like this, like that, like that. Are you sure that you want him? And according to her, You know, her mom is also going to take her on the side and be like, okay, look at how my relationship worked. She's going to give her little touches and be like, okay, are you really sure you want that? Or how do you feel about it? You know, and that is how they let the marriage procedure goes and all that. But now, you know, these men think that they're ruling the world and they know everything. But then you get into a relationship that is just catastrophic. And they think that our grandparents were having multiple wives because they were pushed by their sexual desires, right? But that is not about it. They didn't understand the multiple wives. They didn't understand the family structure. They never understood what it was about. I learned a crown hack. Uh-oh, that sounds bad for Kate. Right, yes. Been studying me already. What are you talking about, Michael? Your first language is French? Yes, it is. How did you know? Great proverb. Hit that like and subscribe, y'all. Helps. Thanks. I'm down. When when's the trip? Honor, you're funny. Well, good thing comes to an end. You'll see, Kate. You're my Yo, Rob. Rob really wants to rub that crown of your head. Yo. He's just literally going for it. I only know everything when I know nothing. Um. Have a good one, Rob. Yo. Well, that's what I had to say about this topic, and we're going to continue the topic tomorrow because I'm tired and I have to go and produce content. I have to go and produce content, and I'm like looking for content ideas. I'm really looking for content ideas. I have to go and produce content. It was a nice stream. It was a nice stream. Guys, you know how bad I'm struggling and fighting to come live during the day? Yo, if I make it to come live like from 2 p.m. my time, that's going to be 2 a.m. Kate's time. If I manage to come 2 p.m. my time till 4, it would be a good thing. I will really fight. I really have to. Yo. Okay, see y'all. Have a great night, everybody. I'm going off. You guys are amazing, amazing moderation team, amazing chat, amazing family. We're going to still keep learning from each other and exchanging. I really love the conversation with y'all, and I will still try to push topics. And guys, don't be shy. If you guys want to debate on questions, just write your questions down during the chat. Y'all tell me the questions you guys want to go about. I'm going to structure the stream and then we go with it. Right? Oh, damn! What? Gigi went from what? Wait! I'm not going off. Wait! What is going on? Wait! What? I'm not going off yet. What? Gigi, how did you do that? Yo, that is insane. Yo, kid can't believe his eyes. You said, I'll take it. Boom. 1. You went from 3 to 1? What's going on? Yo, just this. Wait, how? No, but like from nowhere, Gigi just took the crown. From nowhere, Gigi just took the crown. This is insane. How did you do that? I need to learn about that crown thingy. Just suddenly, he just rubbed it. Rob is now shocked. Yo, Rob is now shocked. He's like, what? My last minute dagger. Y'all don't want to believe it. Yo, Rob is shocked. You wanted to rub the crown? Gigi said, wait, 2 seconds. Wait, that. We are on the same XP, so... Yeah, but you're still second. You're still second. I don't know how he took it, but you're still second. Yo, Rob is like so confused. He's like, damn. I didn't see this coming. Yo, it is insane, bro. It is really insane. Wait, I'm not even a mod. Yeah, JJ. But you didn't show me that you wanted to be a mod, though. That's the thing. You didn't show me that you have to be a mod because there's this little mod thingy that you have to do all the time to get the mod. Because the mod thing, my mods, they struggle. They work hard. My mods, they work hard. Like, they work hard to end it. You're like a double tap chime. Chime. Chill, streaming is not over yet. Yo, for this, Sylvie, sweet, my god. You're a strong woman. Hi. How are you? Thank you. This is insane. The crown thing is just like blowing my mind. But what is he doing? That's the question. Let me go in. I'm going to go and check that out. Kate is in shock. Me and Kate, we're talking, and then Gigi came out of nowhere. Yo, he just came and rubbed. And Kate, nah, it was almost over. Yeah, yo. Yo, it's because of the crown that I was like, I have to. Yo, epic streaming for real. Like, I had to like process the processing of the process of the process. Like, I was like, what is going on? What is going on? I don't know. Gigi doesn't reveal his secrets. That's the thing. Justice, are you about to take the first place though? Because I feel you coming. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, yo. Y'all are insane. How y'all vibe the chat out with like the crown thingy. It's insane. I was like, what? No, it's fun. But guys, I really have to go, guys. I really have to go. That shocked me, but I still have to go off, guys. I still have to go off. I will try to do longer streams, but you guys know I always tell y'all that and then I come late. Life. Justice in the conversation too. Yes, Justice is coming for y'all, but he's a sneaky one. Justice comes for you when you don't expect it. That's the thing. He's very sneaky. Like Gigi, you can like, oh yeah, it's Gigi, but Justice. Yeah, factually, yeah. But he did something, but that's something we don't know yet, and we will know with time. So guys, take care. Good night. Congrats for the #1, Gigi. Bye, guys. Toodaloo. Yeah, he has the hack. See y'all. Good night.